VigilanteWilliamson here with a simple question, and that is, how good is Inoue? I say this just 24 hours after his dominant win over Stephen Fulton, and I, like a lot of people, have been a bit hyperbolous in the praise because it was such a special performance. I think we all know something special when we see it. I've seen people say he's already all-time great. I myself even said on one of these comment sections, I couldn't tell you which, that Spence and Crawford are fighting for number 2 pound for pound, which may be a bit much because that's disrespectful to their resumes. So I'm just here to kind of put in context and kind of just grade the fallout of that victory, of that win. I definitely think it's a special performance. I definitely think it's a breakout performance, not just for boxing fans, but for people in general, for normies. That's the type of performance I can show coworkers, show friends. I can show my mom that performance and she'll know, oh no, Inoue is great. There were already comparisons to Manny Pacquiao beforehand. That's the type of performance that warrants it. And I definitely think he's great. I definitely think he's a great fighter. It looks like, you know, the sky's the limit for him. It looks like he's going to clean up another couple divisions on his way up, not just 122, but more than likely 126 if he moves up again. And it definitely looks like he's on pace to be all-time great. I will say that. But I don't think he's quite all-time great yet. He might be. He might be. It's arguable. But I think that might be a step too far because you would be basing it off of 2 performances, essentially, this and the Donier win. So it's like, that's, not to disparage all the other performances he's had, all the other wins, all the other victories, but that would be the basis of you putting him at all-time great. And it just seems a bit much. It seems like it might be too much. And also, like I said, I said something hyperbolous. They're just fighting for number 2. No, Spencer Crawford is for number 1 pound for pound. Even if you have Inoue pound for pound number 1 at this moment, and that list, the pound for pound list, I have a lot of issues with. I don't like heavyweights on it, so Usyk and Fury, you guys are out. And I think, you know, that list is not quite what it should be. But even if you have Inoue as pound for pound number 1, with Spence and Crawford's resume, they both have better resumes. The winner of that fight should be pound for pound number 1, in my opinion. And that's not me trying to take away anything from Inoue. That's just me saying, hey, we have to put respect on other people's names. Even Canelo, and I know a lot of people have controversial thoughts about Canelo. He definitely, in my opinion, didn't beat Triple G those first 2 times, or the first time, and that draw was BS. And definitely, Canelo, you can be critical of some things on his resume, but even still, his resume is a little bit more defined than Inoue, and I wouldn't have him pound for pound number 1. So as special as that performance is, I think that might be a step too far. I'm not trying to bash Inoue in this video, by the way. I'm just trying to say, hey, we gotta temper ourselves. Even the all-time great talk, I'm thinking like, well, Andre Ward is a guy who retired a bit early. Do you consider him an all-time great? Some people do, some people don't. So if Inoue retired today, would he be all-time great? Maybe he would have been somebody who's already undisputed at one weight class, who stepped up to a world-class champion and dominated him. So that he would have an argument, definitely. And this is definitely what an all-time great breakout performance looks like. This definitely, you know, puts me in mind when I first heard of Manny Pacquiao, like, whoa, you know, a performance that pops off the screen. So he's on pace for all-time greatness. He's on pace to be pound for pound number 1. A year from now, it might be definitive that he is both of those things, but I think it might be just a hair too early. That's not to take away from his greatness. That's not to take away from his performance. It's not to take away from Stephen Fulton. You know, he is a great fighter, and he just ran into a monster. Inoue is a monster. He is a great fighter. So even with the hyperbolous talk, I was pretty hyperbolous in my first video right after the fight, and I saw a lot of other videos were similar. I mean, we had all saw something special. We knew we saw something special. This was a Secretariat at the Belmont Stakes type performance. 85 bears. Super Bowl shuffling their way to a blowout championship win. This was a dominant performance, a special performance, and it definitely needs to be credited as such. But all-time great already, pound for pound number 1 already, maybe, but maybe not. I think it's arguable either way. Also, before getting out of here, I did want to kind of project forward what is next for Inoue. He'll probably clean up 122 and be undisputed there, which might answer the questions about pound for pound #1 and all-time great that I've already had in this video. And then how much further is he going to move up? Is he going up to 126? Is he going up to 130? Is he going up to 135 to fight a certain Tank Davis? At a kind of, he didn't say that, but he kind of referenced or hinted at that potential. And then is he going to go up further? He's about the same height as Tank Davis. Inoue is also about the same height as the aforementioned Manny Pacquiao, who went up to what, 154 at one point. So how far up is Inoue going to go in the weight classes? Is he going to go up to 140, 147, or is he just, 120, 126? He's a smaller frame guy. Again, height, is not necessarily the same as frame. So I'm not sure if he can quite pack on the muscle and pack on the size that he would need to go up to these other weight classes, and also do so without losing anything as far as his power or his punch resistance, taking punches from bigger guys, or his speed, having anything with his speed change when his weight goes up. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But what do you think? If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. But even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.